Hello, shooting stars. My name is Coach John. I'll be coaching you this year. There'll be a couple other of us that will be helping out as well. I just want to send you a quick video here because our first practice is coming up on Tuesday night. I heard you guys came up with an awesome name, the Shooting Stars, at recess the other day. I think it's wonderful. You can shoot and you're fast, just like shooting stars. So I think it's wonderful. Let me show you a couple of little things that we can do this weekend before practice starts. I know we're really excited to get on the court and it's going to be super fun. We're going to work on these things at practice too. So if you don't get a chance to, that's okay. But let me just show you a couple little simple things that have really helped some players before you even. So we're going to start off with just simple slapping of the basketball. You're going to start with the ball in one hand. You're just going to slap it, and then pause, slap it. Don't slap it with a hard, firm hand like that. Slap it with a nice soft hand so you can just get the feel for the basketball. You're just going to do 20. So 1, 2, 3, 10 on each arm. You can do these exercises every single day to help get you ready for the upcoming season. The second exercise is dribbling. You're just going to dribble with your right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just do 20 dribbles. Try and keep your eyes facing up if you can. If you need to look at your hand, that's okay. Same as the ball slapping, you don't want to smack it with a hard hand, and you don't want to smack it with just your fingertips. You want to use a nice, soft, firm hand. The closer to the side of your body you can dribble, the better. You're going to do 20 with your left hand too. Now, I know some of you might not feel like you're very good with your left hand. That's okay. Nobody is when they first start. Just keep working on it and you'll get better as the season goes on with dribbling with both hands. We're going to practice that a lot this season, so get started working on it right now. Now, there's a harder one that I think you might be able to do. It's called a crossover dribble, and again, we're going to do 20 crossovers. So you want your hand on the side of the ball. You're just going to cross over side to side. Again, keep your eyes up if you can, but if you need to look down at your eyes, that's perfectly fine. That's totally okay. So right hand, left hand, cross over after we do those ball slaps, okay? Next thing I'm going to teach you real quick is called triple threat. And what that means is there's 3 things I can do when I get the basketball. I can either dribble it, I can shoot it, or I can pass it. So what we want to do when we catch it from somebody is get into a position where we can do any of those 3 things right away. So what we want to do is tuck that ball right down by our hip and put it in a shooting position, or just like the dribbling position with the right hand if you're right-handed. So whichever hand is easier to dribble with, you'll want to put it right on that hip. Okay? Again, try and keep your eyes up if you can, so you can just do 1 dribble, triple threat. 1 dribble, triple threat. And then just do that 10 times. One more little thing. This is about shooting, which we're going to work on as well. So there's a little thing I learned from a great coach. Her name is Tracy Breen. She's coached my daughter Ellie, who will also be helping assist for the last 5 years or so. And this is, I've heard it from a lot of people, this is a really good way to learn how to shoot the basketball. So it's called beef. You know, beef. B-E-E-F. That's how you spell beef. Okay? So we'll start with the B, and that means balance. So you want your feet to be spread out just about as far apart as your hips, and you want your favorite shooting foot to be just a little bit in front of your other foot. So if you shoot with your right hand, you want your right foot to be a little bit in front of your back foot. Okay? If you shoot with your left hand, you want it to be the opposite way. That's B, balance. Very important. Your whole foundation starts with balance. You got to have that right before we do anything else. The second thing is eyes. You want your eyes to be looking at the basket when you shoot. So right over the top of that rim, right over the top of the rim is where you want that ball to go. The second E is elbow. You want your shooting elbow to be in a straight line with the basket. Okay? So balance, B, eyes, E, elbow is the second E, and then follow through is the last one. I'm going to go on my knees to show you this one because I'm going to actually follow the ball up in the air. So when I've got my elbow all straight, my eyes are up, I'm going to follow through. See how my arm is kind of like a gooseneck? That's a follow through. You want your fingers to go right down through the basket. So that's a good follow through. And then the ball will have a nice little spin on it when you shoot it. So balance is your feet, eyes is of course your eyes, elbow is your elbow straight in line with the basket, and then follow through, we want your fingers to go right down through the hoop, and you want to hold that until the ball goes down through the hoop. So there's a few things for you to practice before practice on Tuesday if you get time. If you don't, that's perfectly okay. We're going to work on all those things at practice. We're going to get to know each other. It's going to be a really fun season. I'm looking forward to being your coach this year. Go Shooting Stars!